Alright, so earlier I made a deck, which is about a minute or two ago. This is gonna be my first queue of the game. So we'll see how it goes. I really hope not to face too much aggro, because, I mean, aggro you can't really test the deck. I mean, it's good to always fight against aggro just to see how fast you lose, but I think to test out a deck, it's better to fight versus control. So hopefully this is not like Pirate Warrior or something, or Raging Worgen and Rage Warrior, or OTK. There are two versions of that, I believe. I think I tossed out those because this is a secret paladin, so why not just keep the challenger. Alright, so this hand isn't good because I didn't HARD-Mulligan. Now, the question is, what kind of warrior is he? If he armors up, it's most likely control, which means that he doesn't have Battle Rage in hand. He could be faking out a Fiery Wind X. Okay, so I drew this my Amani, but I think I'm just gonna hero power because he might be, every warrior, I believe they have a Fiery Wind X, or they can just top deck it anyway. I know this is playing really passive, but my hand is also very passive, so if I drop the Amani there and it dies, then I'm just gonna hero power anyway. So why not just hero power first to see what he brings out? And he is mousing over my recruit. So I assume, okay, so I guess he wants the tempo in. And luckily I kept my Truesilver. I mean, nobody really keeps the Truesilver and hopes to draw it anyways because you have two ofs. But I kept it just in case. And it worked out there. So I have Horserider. I can take this down. The question is whether I want to commit into this because I'm using my weapons, but I guess I'll do it. Who knows what he'll do with that. And I believe that play is kind of a counter towards Bloodhoof Brave, or at least test if you have a Kodo. If I had not used the coin previously for my Truesilver, it would have been an anti-Kodo target of sorts, I believe. I'm not sure why he chose to play Infested Tauren. Uh, I haven't seen many warriors choose to have that, so I'm not sure. I guess it's because it still trades pretty well and it's a reasonable target for Rampage. That could happen. And here comes the Acolyte. So, Kodo, the best target against the warrior would be the Bloodhoof Brave. And the second would be the Denial card draw, which is the Acolyte. So far my mid games turned out great. So now I just need to get more late game cards because I'm already using most of my later game cards. Uh, Even though I didn't draw my early game or didn't mulligan hard for early game, I'm still lacking my early game. Wow, slam. Is he gonna clear my whole board here? No. Okay. Well, I drew my Murloc Knight, so why not just use a top deck?
Reporting for duty.
Wow. I got really lucky there, I guess. So, I mean, looks like this luck will bait out a Brawl, I would say. I mean, he's holding cards, and I'm also holding cards. Uh, and I chose to play this because it's a one of in my deck, as I made the deck earlier. So, okay, I got lucky. I don't think I want to play greedy and just drop another hero power, I'm just gonna drop my challenger so that it shows that this is Secret Paladin. It might tilt my opponent a little bit since he just used the Brawl. So here's his second chance to have card draw, but I believe he knows that it's Repentance, so he decided to play something weak against it. I wouldn't say Acolyte's weak against it though, because usually a warrior wants some card draw, and he is half and half, kind of lacking cards considering what a control warrior should have. The number of cards for a control warrior should be a set of 7, I would say. And because of my early denials, uh, he's having a bit of a tough time with card draw, even though he did play a shield block.
It's time for a little blood.
So the reason why I added more creatures is because I am not so a fan of being teched out by MC Tech. And I mean, I know that I'm playing around it a lot, but unfortunately, because of my board state, I cannot risk that from happening. And he played an Infested Tauren, so you never know. People might just tech it in. There are Paladins that play MC Tech, there are Priests that play MC Tech. And here's a revenge, so this is not a very good revenge, even though it's probably gonna clean up my board a lot. Wow. This is pretty crazy. He just cleaned out my board. Amazing. I wouldn't say well played though. Alright, so here's the question. He's already spent so many cards. Let's just go ahead and drop the Lightlord. I really didn't expect him to clean up the whole board, but since he used up so many resources, I think my Lightlord is pretty safe. Chillmaw. So he's a dragon control warrior, or is it a fake? Well, we'll find out. Okay, that was a fake. I mean, I guess I'll just, draw cards. I don't think I'm gonna be trading more and more anyways.
It's time for a little blood.
So he's gonna heal itself, which means it's not likely gonna die for a long time. And I think in this position, I'm definitely winning.
Welcome to the grand
Okay, tank up, whatever. I mean, since I drew my Truesilver, my second Truesilver, and I have a Lightlord on the board, I'll just take the face damage here. There's no reason for me to play anything else, though. I mean, why play into the second Brawl? And if they happen to have MC Tech as a tech card, you don't really want to risk Lightlord being taken from you. Okay, so here's the Harrison. I mean, it's fine. I have Lightlord to heal myself. I have Lightlord for trading. I have a buff card that I can buff one of my creatures to trade in. So here's the second shield block. And he's just gonna keep armoring up. I mean, I have Lightlord on the board, so I can, stall the time. But I know I top deck the Abusive, but I don't really want to use the Abusive because it's kind of weak. I want to present a huge board. So in this manner, he's not gonna be able to do much. Basically, he's hoping to get his second Brawl if he plays a second Brawl. I mean, usually warriors nowadays will have a second Brawl. Oh, here's Elise. So this is an Elise version. I'm not sure why he did. Okay, so he plays with 2 Infested Taurens. I'm not sure why he did Chillmaw though. I guess it ties with Alex.
Last warning.
That's about it, right? Or I guess he plays with Deathwing, maybe? Alex and Deathwing plus Chillmaw?
Not on my watch. Die, insect.
Possibly. I'm not sure. I'll just add in more creatures now because he doesn't seem to have the second Brawl. And then also, I just want to make sure that whatever value he has for MC Tech, I keep mentioning it because my board state was kind of heavy in the sense that it would swing the game back towards him if anything bad happened. Okay, Gorehal's arrived. I don't have any actual. I mean, in Secret Paladin, normally you just tech for yourself. I did make a lot of different tech, such as the Faceless and Blood Knight in my hand, as well as Edric or Eadric. But it's not safe to tech in every single thing, so I didn't tech in weapon removal, which I should because there's so many classes now that are in the meta that plays with weapons. So, okay, here comes a defensive, and he had the second execute. So it was good that I actually chose to do the Argent Protector on my Lightlord earlier because I was anticipating a second execute on it because he had been mousing over, and this is lethal. And this is a good way to use Faceless. It's a counter charge, counter play kind of method to use Faceless. So I hope you enjoyed this, even though this is just a one game sample. But I think I played the control matchup pretty well, and I had gained a lot of Lightlord value. So it was good crafting him, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.